Commentary will be around lap 5 or 6, as my voice recorder got bugged again.
power standings. And yeah. So if Sebastian Ocampo wins this race, and if Einad Babnas doesn't score points, basically the top 10, well, he needs to score 8 or better. Or if he DNFs, then Sebastian Ocampo is your world champion. It will be declared that, it will be not declared, like, it will be confirmed that Sebastian Ocampo will be your Season 2 Monoposto Formula 1 World Championship World Champion. Because the gap will be, what will be the gap? I think it's 33 points. Yeah, 33 points. So that's not enough. So basically, if Einad Babnas wins the last race, which is Brazil, it will only be 25 points plus 1 point because of the fastest lap, which is going to be 26 points, and that's still not enough. So basically, Sebastian Ocampo will be a world champion if he wins this race, and if Einad Babnas doesn't score any points, or if he DNFs. But if Einad Babnas scores 8 or better, and if Sebastian Ocampo wins, Einad Babnas is still in the championship fight. And yeah, and also with the fastest secretary at 23.299 there. So one more thing, at the last round, which is Brazil, it will be a 35% race. Yes, it will be a 35% race distance. So it would be probably near 20 laps, I believe, or maybe 20, or maybe even between 20 or 25 laps. And also with the fastest second one, the 25.400. And I will try to edit the last round of the season, which is Brazil, as good as possible. I promise you, it will have commentary, it will have good editing, I promise you. But the video will be premiered at Saturday at the earliest. If I cannot finish it at Saturday, then it might release on Sunday. Kairos with the fastest sector 2 there, with a 23.866, I believe. If it's not a 23.866, correct me if I'm wrong. So Victor with the fastest lap, a 1 minute 13.783, very rapid lap there. Reset by Andy Olsen, who goes even quicker by 3/10, so 1 minute 13.400. And these hard tire runners are definitely preserving those tires. And yeah, so Einad Babnas needs to score 6th place, and what will happen is that both Einad Babnas and Sebastian Ocampo will be tied on points, which is crazy. It will be the first time that has ever happened in this series, besides of the rounds where we had Cosmos and Einad Babnas, who had the same points twice, which was 50 points and I believe 40 points. Yeah. I think it was 50 or around 40 points. I already forgot. It was a long time ago. Sichu with the fastest sector to the 23.799. I mean, it wasn't that much of a long time ago, but hey, with my short-term memory loss, I basically almost forget everything by a short period of time. Kairos almost going wide there earlier at the flat-out corner there, before the long left-handed there. So Kairos goes to 21st and has overtaken George for P21st. So it's lap 9 out of 14 now, only 5 laps to go. It's Johnny Sims that leads away from Smith Zane at 2nd. Then it's Niven Colby at 3rd. Gabo at 4th. Jack Carter at 5th. Siat 6th. Einad Babnas at 7th. Then it's Victor at 8th. B-Dragon Sonic at 9th. And Oscar Folstad at 10th. Those are your top 10 so far. So on board here with Akari, who is trying to overtake Oscar Folstad for P10 here. He's trying to score into the top 10 here. Is he going to do it in the inside line? Ooh, not quite yet, as Oscar Folstad has just secured his 10th place there for a short amount of time, but he'll eventually not be able to defend 10th position for that long. So it's lap 10 out of 14 now. It's Johnny Simpson leads away from Smith Zane at second, then it's Niven Colby at third, Gabo at fourth, Jack Carter at fifth, then it's Victor at sixth, Iron Babness at seventh, who has overtaken Victor, then it's B-Dragon Sonic at eighth, Oscar Folstad at ninth, and Sichi at 10th. Those are your top 10 so far. And outside of the top 10 is Akari, Adney Olsen, Cosmos, Sebastian Ocampo with the fastest lap, of course, and he is also your championship leader by 8 points. Then it's Nix Harrington, Ayaman Visual, Vash Tantan, Ravo, Kyrox, George with the person who only has the only person who has a time penalty, and the only person that has a 10-second time penalty. Then it's Taco Van Horn at 21st and Xia at 22nd. Well, not a good position to be in. So we're about to start lap 11 out of 14 very soon now. It's Johnny Stims who still leads the way from Niven Colby. Yeah, Niven Colby at second. Then it's Gabo at third, Victor at fourth. Then it's Eined Babness at fifth. Not Smith Zane. Sichi rather at sixth. Wait, let me redo the top 10 again. So it's Johnny Sims that leads the way from Gabo at second. Then it's Niven Colby at third, Eined Babness at fourth. Then it's Victor at fifth, Sichi at sixth, Akari at seventh, Adney Olsen at eighth, Sebastian Ocampo at 9 with the fastest lap still, and Vashan Tan at 10th rather. That is your top 10 so far. And outside of the top 10 is Cosmos, Nix Harrington, Ayaman Visual, Ravo, George, Kyrox, Taco Van Horn, Smith Zane, Xia, Jack Carter, B-Dragon Sonic, and Oscar Folstad. That is outside of the top 10. So Johnny Sims, Niven Colby, and Gabo will need to pit soon, as they are the only hard tire runners left. So they will need to pit very soon, probably in this lap or maybe the next lap. So Johnny Sims actually stays out. So Johnny Sims stays out to start lap 12 out of 14 now. So Johnny Sims leads the way. B-Dragon Sonic with the fastest sector to at 23.783. So what is this? Sebastian Ocampo. Oh wait, Iron Babness has pitted. And yeah, let me redo the top 10 again. It's Johnny Sims that leads the way from Gabo at second. Then it's Niven Colby at third, Adney Olsen at fourth. Then it's Sebastian Ocampo at fifth, Vashton Tan at sixth, Akari at seven, George at eight, Kyrox at 9, and Xia at 10. Those are your top 10 so far. And outside of the top 10 is Xia, Jack Carter, Inet Babness, your championship contender behind Sebastian Ocampo by 8 points. Then it's B-Dragon Sonic, Victor, Sichi, Oscar Folstad, Nix Harrington, Ayaman Visual, Ravo, Cosmos, and Taco Van Horn. Those are your top 10 so far. And Sebastian Ocampo here, he is trying to extend his championship lead even further. He is trying to extend it even further. He is trying to score into the podium, which is basically the top 1, 2, and 3. So Johnny Sims has pitted. Gabo stays out. Also Niven Colby stays out. Iron Babness with the fastest sector 2 there. 23.766 I believe. Yeah, 23.766. So it's lap 13 out of 14 now. Not your penultimate lap. Oh my goodness, I almost said your again. The penultimate lap of this race. It's Niven Colby that leads the way from Gabo at second. Then it's Vashan Tan at third, Smith Zane at fourth. Then it's George at fifth, Xia at sixth, Jack Carter at 7, Johnny Sims at 8, Inet Babness at 9, and Victor at 10th. Those are your top 10 so far. And Sebastian Ocampo will not be able to score points today because at lap 14 out of 14, or basically the final lap of every race, the pit lane will close. Because it's obviously the final lap. Why would you pit at the final lap? That's a terrible idea. So we're gonna go on board here with Gabo then. He's 2 tenths behind Niven Colby. And this could be a fight for the race for the race win here. It could be a fight for the race win. As we head on now to the final lap of this race, side by side here with Gabo and Niven Colby. Both Gabo and Colby will have one more chance at the DRS zone at the start-finish straight to get the race win. Victor the fastest lap at 1 minute 13.183. So it's Gabo that leads the way from Niven Colby at second, but Niven Colby is catching up to him. 5 tenths, 3 tenths. Oh, this is going to be intense. This is Vashantan at third, Smith Zane with the fastest sector 1 at 25.116. Then it's Jack Carter at fifth. Smith Zane at fourth. Then it's Jack Carter at fifth. Sia at sixth. Not Smith Zane. Johnny Sims at 7, George at 8, Ainet Bablis at 9, and Victor at 10. Those are your top 10 so far. Akari here with the fastest sector 1 at 24.750. But coming into this flat out corners here, Niven Colby is catching up to him. 3 tenths. Is he gonna do it? As we head on now, it's a fight for the line here. Who is it gonna be? It will be Niven Colby who will win the Qatar Grand Prix by 99 thousandths. Niven Colby wins the race by 99 thousandths of a second. Oh my goodness, he has done it. Well done, man. You have done it. You have won the race. Oh my goodness. So it's 13th place for Andy Olsen there, but good job to Niven Colby, man. So let's head on then to the driver podiums for this race. Niven Colby wins the race by 99 thousandths of a second ahead of Gabo. He has denied the race win away from Gabo. Good job for him, man, and the top 10 as well. Good job for the podium in the top 10 as well, man. That is Vashantan at third. Oh my goodness. So let's head on to the driver standings. So Niven Colby wins by 99 thousandths of a second ahead of Gabo at second. Then it's Vashantan at third, Smith Zane at fourth, Jack Carter at fifth, Johnny Sims at sixth, Sia at 7, Ainet Babnas at 8, Victor at 9. Then it's those are your top 10 so far. And outside of the top, and those are your scores as well. And outside of the top 10 is D-Dragon Sonic, who has not managed to score points today, sadly. I feel bad for him, man. Then it's Oscar Folstad at 12, Adney Olsen at 13, Sebastian Ocampo at 14, who has shockingly not scored any points today. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Then it's George at 15, Akari at 16, Nick Harrington at 17, Ayaman Bijol at 18, Ravo at 19, Cosmos at 20, and then it's Taco Van Horn at 21st and Kyrox at 22nd. No DNFs today, which is nice. In the driver standings, heading into the final round of this race, Sebastian Ocampo still leads the way by 4 points ahead of Ainet Babnas. Then it's Sichi at third, who is unfortunately out of the title fight. Sichi is unfortunately out of the title fight. I'm sorry, Sichi, but you won't be able to win your second consecutive world title. I'm sorry, man. Then it's Oscar Folstad at 4th, Ravo at 5th, B-Dragon Sonic at 6th, Cosmos at 7, Akari at 8, Niven Colby at 9. Then it's Kyrox at 10. Those are your top 10. And so far, and outside of the top 10 is Victor, Adney Olsen, Sia, Vashantan, Smith Zane, Ayaman Bijol, Taco Van Horn, George, Gabo, Nick Harrington, Jack Carter, and Johnny Sims. In the constructor standings, heading into the final round of this race, of the next race, at the Brazilian Grand Prix, it's McLaren who still leads the way on 323 points ahead of Aston Martin on 266 points. And it is official that McLaren F1 team is your World Constructors Champions for Monoposto Formula 1 Season 2. Congrats to them, man. They are officially the monoposto Formula 1 Season 2 World Constructors Champions. Then it's Audi Sport at 3rd, Williams at 4th, Mercedes at 5th, Monogram Haas F1 team at 6th, Red Bull Racing at 7th, Scuderia Ferrari at 8th, Renault F1 team at 9, then it's Kick Sauber at 10, and Visa Cash App RB or V-Carb at 11. We'll see you guys next time then for the final round of this season at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Peace out everyone and stay safe.